Okay, one of the things that I want to bring up is that this is a precision instrument. And what happens is you have to learn to trust this precision instrument. So somebody shoots a bearing or an azimuth and they take off walking, and then all of a sudden they keep looking down and and I have to start over again. Well, you need to learn to trust this. This is actually very precise. So shoot your bearing, take off, trust the compass. It will get you where you need to go as long as you follow the correct procedures. The other thing I wanted to show you is that on this ring right here, the bezel ring, is that you'll hear it. Each click is 3 degrees. We'll get into what that means whenever we get going further. Right now, we're just going over the nomenclature of a compass. Also, you will see that this arrow that's inside this compass, this always points to north. That on the other compass, it's the same way. The red arrow always points to north. Now, on these type of compasses, what you want to learn is what's good. Let me see if it has to be turned like that, and I'll see if I can turn it over. All right, I see I got that arrow as close as possible on that. Red in the shed is the saying. Red in the shed. That's where you want to get that dial to go into that red part. You can see where that has an open deal. So on these types, red in the shed is a good thing. The other thing on this compass is that, do you see those lines, up and down lines inside that right there? Those are orientating lines that you can use on a map, a topographical map. So those are orientating lines. That's on this type of compass. This compass does not have that inside because you have the straight edge over here that you can do for measurements and figuring out on topographical maps. Cool thing about this one is that it's see-through. And so whenever you use a map, you can line everything up. It too has a measuring on the side here for straight edge for measuring where you're at. We're going to get into the maps here after a little bit. I will go over just a few things on the maps. Okay, so I went over on our compasses about on this, the red numbers is in degrees. The same way on this one, all the numbers are in degrees. What are degrees? Go back to your regular high school or even grade school math. You learn that there's degrees, and you go from 0 to 360 degrees. So what I have here is, let's just say, this is our compass, and it's pointing north, okay? North on a compass is 0 and or 360 degrees. 360 degrees makes what? A circle. So that's how you tell your directions. We have 360 degrees or 0 north. So what would east be? East, if you're standing and you're facing north, it's your right hand. So what is that? If I'm like this, if I'm looking like this, what degree is that? That's a right angle, correct? And a right angle is 90 degrees. East. So the exact opposite of north is south. So south is 180 degrees. We go to the left. So now I'm like this, almost like a clock. Now I'm straight north and I'm pointing to the left. And so I have a 90-degree angle here, but on the circle, and you go clockwise, that's 270 degrees, and then back up to 360 at the north. So everything's a right angle. There's a right angle here, right angle here, right angle here, right angle here. So each time it's 90 degrees. 0 to 90 degrees, 90 degrees plus 90 degrees is 180, plus 90 degrees again is 270, plus 90 degrees takes you back to 360/0. That's how a circle is determined, and that's how all our directions are determined. So that's the simple thing of starting, or whenever you're looking at and this won't turn, but whenever you're looking at this face of this dial, that's what those numbers all stand for, degrees. And then it also has east, west, north, and south on there. So this is one of those things you just kind of have to have some common sense about, is if I'm facing this direction, then this direction is what? If I'm facing that direction, then this direction is what? And you just kind of have to think about it. And the more you look at it, the more you practice, the better you become. Okay? So now the compass, that's just a very simple explanation of what you're looking at on a compass and the nomenclature that we went over the compass. Now, one last thing is I'm going to talk to you about maps and declination. All right? Gotta get my stuff.